So which one is better, American or United first class?
I've flown to Central America twice in 2 months, giving me the perfect opportunity for a fair comparison. Today I'll share my experience flying from the US West Coast to Central America, with stops in Denver and Miami, to test drive each airline's flagship lounge. I'll fly a mix of medium-haul narrow-body aircraft, 737s and A320s, and score key parts of my experience and declare the ultimate first-class champion.
Buckle up because there is a lot to cover.
Hey, I'm Don and I travel the world searching for the world's coolest places to stay. And I like getting there in comfort. I pay my own way for all my hotels and flights so I can share my honest experience with you. Both my trips started in Seattle. My trip on American was via Miami, arriving in Costa Rica's capital of San Jose. My United trip takes me through Denver, connecting to Liberia, Costa Rica's second major international airport. Today I'll be scoring each airline on what I think are the most important parts of the experience: the first class seat, the lounge, in-flight entertainment, and onboard food. But I've been on enough United and American flights to know that their medium-haul service using 737s and A320s are basically the same equipment they use on US domestic routes. So most of the comparisons in this video also apply to US short and medium-haul first-class flights. Since I don't check any bags, there's not a lot to talk about in terms of pre-flight service. But I do like how United emails you a few days before your flight and offers you a meal selection. American didn't do that. My first United leg takes me from Seattle to Denver, and I should be in the air for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, flying 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers aboard a Boeing 737 MAX 9, which is made right here in Seattle, literally 10 miles from where I am right now. Boarding is on time and, like all US airports, a bit chaotic.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
There's a clean, minimalist look to these seats that I like, with a basic gray and white palette. This plane has 20 first-class seats, 51 premium economy seats, and 96 basic economy seats. The seat width in first is 21 inches, and the pitch, basically the distance between you and the seat in front of you, is 38 inches. Premium economy has 6 seats across, while first has 4, but the pitch is pretty similar. So yes, the first class seats are wider, but honestly, I don't think the extra cost for short and medium haul first class is worth it. Of course, long-haul business and first class with those lie-flat seats, well, that is a totally different story and often worth the splurge. I have upcoming videos about those experiences. Anyway, it was hard to get my backpack under the seat, but without the backpack, I have enough room. I'm 5'11", but if I were a bit taller, I doubt I'd be very comfy. Okay, we are pushing back on time. Next stop, Denver.
12 o'clock, 20 miles, extends north 30 miles.
In terms of seat storage, there's of course a decent-sized seat back pocket, this dedicated drink tray, and below that some storage space. And also this storage space where you can fit even a large computer like a MacBook Pro. I like that United gives you options to stream entertainment on your own device or use this larger than average in-seat screen that comes with this controller. And if you don't like the controller, no problem. You can always reach out and touch someone. You can also plug in with a regular plug or use this USB-C. Lighting and air controls are overhead. When it comes to airplane food on short and medium haul flights, there's not tons to talk about. But the breakfast they served was nice, as was the coffee. As we approach Denver, the view out the window is as good as it was flying out of Seattle. Okay, here we are in Denver, one of United's North American hubs, and I'm about to head to the United Lounge, but first let's compare my first leg on American. My first leg on American is from Seattle to Miami. I should be in the air for about 3 hours and 20 minutes, flying 1,700 miles or 2,700 kilometers. Boarding is on time on this super early flight. I'm flying on an Airbus A321neo that has 20 first class seats, 47 premium economy seats with extra legroom, and 129 standard main cabin seats. Like the United plane, there's a clean, minimalist look to these seats. A basic gray and white palette, and an adjustable headrest. The seat width is 21 inches and the pitch is 37 inches. United's first class seat has a bit more room. Just 1 extra inch of distance between seats, but that 1 inch is noticeable to me. The legroom isn't great, but good enough. One of the great things about living in Seattle is the spectacular views you get out of airplane windows coming in and out of the Pacific Northwest. I will never get tired of this. In terms of storage, you can fit a few things in this armrest storage compartment, where you'll find the in-seat power supply. If you're expecting to find a video monitor in there, nope. You'll have to stream onto your tablet or phone, so make sure to download the AA app before you board. There's more storage under your seat, or in the seat back pocket, unless you're in row 1 where there's basically no storage except the armrest. I'm gonna save my meal experience for the next leg. Sorry, I fell asleep. Like I said, it was a super early flight. Okay, here we are in Miami, where we'll be comparing AA's Miami Lounge against United's Denver Lounge offering. But first, I'll declare a round 1 winner. For leg 1, the seat winner is United, with slightly more room in first class. But it's not just the room. Also, the overall experience of the cabin is just a bit nicer, and I appreciate the big screen. Okay, let's check out the lounges. If you're flying domestic in the US in first class on any airline, your first class ticket won't get you into the lounge. Of course, airline status or a certain credit card might do the trick, and some lounges do allow you to buy a day pass, so it never hurts to ask. But today I'm flying international, so the rules are different, and a first or business class ticket does get you into the lounge. Miami is one of American's 10 hub airports, and typically airline lounges are only really good when they're at a hub, so my expectations are high. I've got about 2.5 hours on this layover at the American Admirals Club Lounge, so plenty of time for a full lounge experience, but it is busy here this morning, so this line's gonna eat into my time. Up the elevator or stairs, there's another desk that helps you with flight delays, connections, and things like that. As I walk in, my first impression is, chaos. The lounge is almost at overcapacity with barely any place to sit. And the seating they do have is nothing special. There is nothing relaxing about a space like this. The only part that's not very busy is this somewhat blingy bar. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So I think I'll sit in here, the only place with some elbow room. But at least the internet speed is good. The food buffet is nothing special. Some eggs, bagels, fruit, and cereal. But I do like how they give you the option to order food off your phone. Overall, I'm disappointed with this lounge. Not just because there's not enough space. The decor just feels bland and forgettable. There is nothing special going on here. But before I catch my flight to San Jose, let's check out what United has to offer. So here we are in Denver, one of United's 7 US hubs, a busy airport that's a lot newer than Miami's. My layover here is pretty short, about 90 minutes, but that should give me enough time to check out the lounge pretty thoroughly. You arrive up these escalators, and I appreciate that United doesn't make you line up. Most people just scan their boarding passes at these gates. This lounge is really spacious with 2 levels. There's tons of seating on both floors, and I think the furniture is all in good taste. Clean, modern, and minimalist. They have booths to get some work done, and even have meeting spaces available. Food and drinks are available on both floors too, with a hot buffet on the first floor. And as I look around, I keep finding semi-private spaces to spread out and relax. And sure, the fire's not real, but I appreciate the thought. For some reason, how they've incorporated firewood into the design feels very Denver to me. And bonus, there are bars on both floors. So this one's not even close. AA's lounge feels tired, blingy, and crowded, while UA's feels modern and stylish. So the clear winner here is United. And now for the international part of my flight, to Costa Rica. Things are about to take a turn. Just when you thought United had it sewn up, they throw a curveball. After my pleasant lounge stay and another on-time departure, I head down the jetway, and from the exterior, the plane looks like just another narrow-body jet. But as I board, I am seeing a tired, old interior. Worn-out leather seats that are pretty disappointing. But before I go any further, let me get you oriented again. This next leg is from Denver to Costa Rica's second major international airport, known as Liberia. Our trip today is 2,400 miles or 3,800 kilometers, and we should be in the air for about 5 hours and 10 minutes. We're aboard a Boeing 787-800 series with 167 seats, 20 in first class, 51 in premium economy, and 96 basic economy seats. In terms of the seat, the size is fine with a 38-inch pitch and 21 inches wide in first class. Again, it felt like I had a decent amount of legroom. But what I don't like here is these sad, worn-out leather seats with sagging backseat pockets and a TV screen that looks like it should have been retired years ago. This tiny screen comes complete with fairly lame entertainment options for the next 5 hours. Maybe I should just order some booze. Anyway, even the control is clunky and not very responsive. At least there's an in-seat plug, and I think I'll just get some work done. As we approach Costa Rica, volcanoes come into view, and here we are at Liberia International Airport, the gateway to northern Costa Rica's most popular beach destinations. And now time for a shameless plug. I visited over 40 hotels in Costa Rica and paid my own way to test drive over 25 resorts to find this wonderful country's best places to stay. I have individual videos about all my resort recs, from stylish budget picks to ultra-luxe resorts, and everything in between. Okay, let's see if American can redeem themselves on this pivotal last leg, where we're aboard another Boeing 737-800 that seats 160 passengers with 16 first-class seats, 30 premium economy seats, and 114 standard economy class seats. My flight today is a lucky 1,118 miles, or 1,800 kilometers, and we should be in the air for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So the American plane on this leg has a bit more space, and it feels that way. But this time I was on the bulkhead, so it's not a totally fair comparison to the other seats. But besides that, the interior is almost exactly like the first leg on this trip with American. Modern, clean, and minimal. Again, with no in-seat entertainment, but with the ability to stream on your own device. We're ready to take off for another on-time departure. Like the meal I had on United, this food is also nice, but nothing super special. As we arrive in Costa Rica's capital of San Jose, it's time to tally up the winner. For leg 2, this is super easy. American's plane has a larger seat and is much more modern and fresh. The food's basically a draw. Both were above average, but not great. So that brings us to the final winner, and isn't this ironic? As we pull into our gate here in Costa Rica, in my American Airlines plane, there's a United plane right next to us. But anyway, let's look at the final score. United won for Best Domestic Flight Experience and Best Lounge, with American having a better international experience, and the food was a draw, which makes United the winner. So now that I've got you to Costa Rica in comfort, the real fun begins. Where should you stay? My Costa Rica playlist has videos about the best luxury, mid-range, and bargain resorts in Costa Rica, built for those who love great design and unique places to stay. Check it out here. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.